Hello? Well, hello everybody, do you hear me? You can answer in the chat, please, if you can hear me. Perfect, thanks. Well, let's get started. I don't know if... I think we're supposed to be more people here, so I think we will wait just for 1 minute to see if someone else comes in. Well, I think that no one else is coming, so let's get started. Well, Alexander and Andri, my name is Juan. I'm the person in charge for the international market in BeezUP. And now I will present to you the second version of BeezUP. Okay, so this version is the work of 3 years. All the devs and all the team and actually everybody in BeezUP has been working on this version. And I think you know about it. We all have been working on this version for 3 years. Now let's check the result. So screen sharing, enable screen sharing. Let's share this screen. Okay. Can you confirm, please, that you see my screen with the new version of BeezUP? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Andre. Well, as you can see, many things have changed. However, we try to keep everything more or less as it was before for now, so that when you will log in, you won't be lost. You won't be like searching everywhere. Where is your information? Where are your statistics? Where are your clicks, your channels, your mapping, everything? So it will be kind of the same for now, and through time we will add more and more features. We will add more and more options that you will be able to adapt. So for this webinar, if you have any question, please mark it on the question part, on the question tab, and Guillaume, who is the person who will assist me today, will answer. If I can answer the question, I will answer the question, but Guillaume is more technical than I am. Okay, so let's continue. As you can see in this first page, we will have the information that we used to have before. So imported products, technical status. We will see if the automatic import is working properly or not. We'll have as well the statistics that we will be able to export. We will be able to create advanced settings. And something that is very interesting here is that we have created segments of channels. Before that, we were supposed to search which channel is a marketplace, which channel is a comparator. Right now, we have split everything, and you will find the comparators in one place, the marketplaces in one other place, product ads in a different place. So it's more organized for you, so you can be faster in your job. What else do we have here? Something that is not a game changing, but it's actually very, very visual. It's the circular diagram. So this circular diagram will help you to see, for example, the representation of clicks within your full business, or the representation of sales, or the cost for each channel in your full business. So this is very interesting. You can see it by clicks, by cost, by orders, and by channels, others, comparators, marketplace, etc. I guess so far you don't have any questions, but if you have, please feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will continue. Okay, now I continue. I will show you in this part some stuff that we have added. That it's kind of interesting. So in details, just you will be able to add your picture so that everybody in your team will be able to recognize you, to put a face on the person that they're working with. You will have, well, you have many stuff here, like a number. You will be able to change your password, to add company data, and you will have your API data as well. If we go to stores, we will be able, I think we don't have stores here, or it's not very important, but what is important here to know is that we will be able to know which stores are being shared and with who are being shared. We know the new system, and my goal for is just to share your vision about new features. Okay. Okay, actually I have to follow, I understand that, but I have to follow a system. It was about questions. Then in this case, okay. Well, actually, I will follow then with what I was going to show. The importation. The importation is about the product fit, so it will be the same, but right now you will be able to change the scheduling. You will be able to set it up by yourself. So you can set up, for example, every hour, every 2 hours, every 3 hours. You won't rely on help at BeezUP.com anymore for this kind of task. You will be able to do it by yourself. You will have the full history of the imports from your system to BeezUP, and you will have as well the alerts. So right now we have these alerts here: import success, import failure, product variation. It means that if you have 10,000 products and one day we only retrieve 1,000, you will receive an alert that will tell you, careful, we are not receiving the full catalog, or the catalog has changed in a very important way. So this is just some of the email alerts. We have a list to add. We didn't add it everything yet, but it will come. So if you have ideas of alerts that you will think that you might think it's useful for your company, it's useful for you, feel free to ask to help at BeezUP.com to add this kind of alerts, because we'll be able to do it. For example, I don't know, if some channel stops working, or something like this. Next part will be about channels. In channels, you will see channels as they used to be, but this time it will be more organized, more visible. You'll have the channels that you are working with right now, and the channels that you will be able to use later. So what changes here is that we have added all the channels, and we have added as well a search bar. This search bar will help us to search. For example, if we click on Amazon, it will show me only Amazon universes here, which is very, very helpful. On the previous version, we had to search every time which channel, where was it. Sometimes it was difficult to find. Sometimes it wasn't there and it was hidden. So it was the support you had to come to the support for them to activate this channel. We don't do that anymore. We're trying to open the doors of BeezUP for you to be more autonomous. Well, as I said before, we have a segmentation here for channels. You will see it by affiliation, cashback, comparators, discount. As you can see on the screen, many options, and you will be able to select which one works for you. Regarding the channels, you will see as well that we have added another column here that shows what happened during the 8 last days regarding the turnover. It's just a little help to see what is going on here. And if we go check here, let's go for example in column mapping. Column mapping has changing important change. For example, let's see description. Before that, if we wanted to check the full description, we were obliged to open a personalized field or to open an option or the feed in another Excel sheet or another system just to see the full description. Right now, we are able to see the full description here. We can even click and copy this description and use it somewhere else. If we want to create a personalized field here, what I'm not able to. For example, we want to create a personalized field here. We'll have the same system here. We'll be able to check all the information till the end, which is very useful. We weren't able to do that before. And we will add new options on the operators. So, as I said with the questions before, with the alerts, if you have some fields that you think they're important for you, for your company to grow further and faster, please let us know what kind of personalized field will help you, because we will be able to integrate some stuff very, very quickly. Okay, let's continue with that. I think, okay, there's something very interesting here as well, is that I guess that many times working with BeezUP, you were doing your mapping and then you had to go to lunch or to meeting or to whatever, but you had to quit your computer. Then you have to save with random information, because in BeezUP, before that, it was mandatory to do the full mapping of all your fields. Right now, you are able to save even if the mapping is not finished. Okay, so this is very interesting, because now you don't have this kind of obligations. On the other hand, we have this button here that will display only the mandatory fields. If you want just to publish with a few fields, with the mandatory fields, you can do it here. You save, and then you start the publication. But what is important is that you can complete later the rest of the information. Okay, so we have seen that. Now let's check the other part, categories. Categories, I guess that for you and for many other customers has been hell, and you for sure have spent many time on categories. Right now, what we've done is a search system. This search system will allow us, for example, let's check this one. Let's edit this one. We erase that. And right now, you don't have to search the categories anymore. You just have to click on the right one. For example, in this case, search for bière, which is beer in French, and we're able to choose the good one just by doing this. It's a very nice system that will help you to go further and faster with that. You can also save all the categories. For example, if you found one category, if you found one category that is the same for all your products, for example, in your case, you sell furniture, then you search just furniture. No, here it's in French. So you will be able to save all your categories by using just this option here. In this case, it's not pertinent, so not important. But let's check the second part. What I want to show you right now, it's the new page of BeezUP. So actually, so far, do you have some questions? Do you have something to say? Do you have something that you would like to know further before I continue? Thank you. Good to know. Okay, then I'll continue. Questions, there are no questions, chat. Okay, I'll continue. What we have here is a new page which is called Product Vision. This page has been built to identify the status of product. What I mean with the status, I mean that sometimes you don't understand why a product is not appearing in the channel you're working with. So the status will allow you to understand why it's not appearing. Maybe because it's filtered by categories, or it's just disabled in the optimization part, or it's just a filter. The important thing here is that we'll be able to identify what is blocking our product to be on a channel. So let's see that we want to see only uncategorized products. Apply filter. And here we'll see the status of the uncategorized products. So in this case, we know that the product B002300 is not being displayed on, which channel is that? In Legid, is not being displayed in Legid because it's uncategorized. So we have a question here. Can we check funnel by any product? You mean if you can search a specific product to find the specific? Yeah, sure. You can open the filters here and you can search SKU. For example, actually, let's search this one. Up. Let's erase this one and apply filters. What is going on here? Okay, that is good. That is good. Catalog column 1 equals category catalog legit. Oh. Okay, here it is. Imported products. So sorry, we had to activate the imported products as a new page. I don't know very well yet how to use it, but so we activate everything here to see all of the products. Then we select the SKU that we want to see. Once we have activated this SKU, we will be able to see the status. So why it is blocked. There's something important to know is that a product can have different blockages. For example, let's say this product is not categorized. Then we categorize it, but it doesn't appear. Then actually what happens is that this product could be uncategorized and disabled in the optimization and filtered by some option. So the status will change, and will change in this way. First of all, it will be uncategorized. Then if the category is done but it's disabled, it will be disabled, and the status will change to disabled, and it will be the same for filtered. If the product is activated in optimization but there is a filter, the status will change to filtered. Does that answer your question, Alexander? Perfect. So let's continue. But need to try more by myself. Don't worry, you will be able to try as long as you want. I guess in 2 weeks, more or less, you will be able to do it. So we have Legit here. We have seen the product vision. I don't remember if there's something interesting in product vision. Yeah, product vision. We have changed a little bit how it works, and we added here this column that will show what was the column at the beginning and what will be the column at the end, which will be affected with the original value and the edited value. So in this case, for example, it was 490, then edited value 5. If we want to edit it, this value is edited, okay, then edit, and let's change it so we can see everything here, all the columns, and I can select what I want to change. Then, for example, I want to change 490 to 5. I want to add a guarantee, so warranty actually in French. So I say yes, warranty. Then I save. I can save and stay, or I can save, close, and then in warranty I should be able to see. Let's refresh that. Okay, maybe they're working. No, here, warranty. Yes, so we'll be able to see all the possible changes for one specific product in only one page. In the last version, I don't know if you used to do this kind of changes, but everything was like one option, one page. I mean, one field, one page, one field, one page, and it was very difficult to work with this kind of options. Right now, it's everything in one page, which is very simple. Let's continue. So we have seen the most important things here, and now let's go to analytics. Analytics is optimization actually. Just we changed the name right now. It's the same more or less. Just we have put the segmentation here of channels by marketplaces, comparators, etc. The filters will be the same. This part it has stayed very similar. What has changed is the presentation. In the presentation, you will be able to add more columns, or to add more columns, change the columns, and the filters will be the same. Categories. Let me check if there is something very useful to note. Show. No, just the columns. So let's, for example, see the columns we want to see something different than this. Then we can select here what do we want to see. Nothing very particular. Let's see, for example, EN. Let's see what it does. And now the EN will appear here. So this has been built like this. So when you will be optimizing products, doing the optimization, it will be easier for you to identify what product are you activating or deactivating. Nothing very difficult so far. And let's continue to rules, execution history, tracker rules. I don't know if there's something in particular that you want to know about rules or about the history or something in particular regarding this part of optimization, because I know that you guys use a lot this this feature. Okay, execution history. The execution history is about the automatic rules. So in BeezUP, you have the possibility to save some reports, then make those reports. Oh, there's no execution history here. Then you can make BeezUP to execute these reports automatically and program two options: activate or deactivate. So the history here will be just how these rules have been applied. If a rule passed, then how many products did it deactivated, and what products were deactivated by this rule. Okay. Perfect. And now the last part will be the orders. So the orders, as I said before, we try to keep it very similar to what we had before, just for the merchants to don't get loose working with the new BeezUP. So what we have here, the marketplaces that we are working with, and if we enter into a marketplace to see the details, we'll be able to see different orders, different stuff over here. But there's something very interesting. For example, let me double check because I don't want to mess it up. Filter, synchronize orders, export, last updates. If I select this, oh, okay, this is the good one. Let's say that we select some orders, and we click on this new button here, chip order. Chip order is the new button that will allow us to do what we call a bulk insert. What does it mean? Let's imagine a merchant who works with Excel sheets, or for X reason the merchant had to work with Excel sheet for one day, for today. Well, he will be able to upload here this Excel sheet and send information to Amazon, to Auchan, to the different marketplaces with the tracking number, the carrier name, and the shipping method. Just by creating a CSV, for example, with the order ID, tracking number, carrier name, shipping method, fulfillment date, and by selecting which marketplace he wants to update. Okay, this option wasn't here before, and the idea is for merchant. Wait, we have a question. The idea here is for the merchant to know to be able to work either with its system, either with the API connected to its system, either with an Excel sheet, either with the different systems. But what we are searching here is flexibility. So we have a question: will be export functionality for analytics tab? Yeah, okay. So Andre asked questions. Will be export functionality for analytics tab? Yeah, actually we already have this option, so you will be able to export all the information in BeezUP. And furthermore, BeezUP has created something called API centric. Okay, so what is that? API centric is a system where everything in BeezUP is now API connected. It means that if you want, you can connect some functions from BeezUP or everything from BeezUP to your back office. Then instead of going to work into BeezUP, you can work directly from your store, and you will be able to check our data with your internal data. So we have another question here. Sometimes we have a next issue. My colleagues find something weird on partners' websites, or find that we are sending some wrong information. Do you have something like a history of values or history of previous exported feeds? Thanks for the API documentation, Guillaume. Actually, yes, and I think I'm pretty sure that we already have this in the current version. We are able to see. I know that internally we save the previous data feeds for like 7 days or something like this, 7, 8, or maybe 10 days. And let's check, for example, let's check this one. Let's check this one. Product filters, product edition, publications. So in publications here, we will be able to see, yeah, fail. What if I click here? It comes here and I can see what was exported at this time. Now let's see for a price engine. This one, for example, exportations. Okay, I see. So actually, what you are asking, we have it on our side, but it's not active on your side. You can ask that to help at BeezUP.com as well, because I don't think it's very difficult for us to integrate that. But anyway, it's a good question. It's a good feature to add. Guillaume, if you can put it on your side, please, so we can save it. But anyway, if you see some strange things, know that we have this information on our side. Okay, we keep this information for like 7 days, more or less. Okay, next part. Orders. We have seen orders and API centric. I talk about API centric. Do you have any more questions about? Copy paste. Okay. Okay, please, Alexander, if you can just copy paste your question from chat to the tab questions, so we can save it for later. Thank you. Well, then I think that will be all for now. Know that more features are coming. We have a full list of features. We have a roadmap, a very long roadmap actually. But do not hesitate to let us know some stuff that is important to you, some stuff that you think will help you on your business. And please, if you see something that you really need, let us know. We will do our best to help you on that. Okay. Thank you all for assisting today. Thank you, Support, and Guillaume. Special thanks to the developers that have been hard working on this for 2, maybe 3 years almost. So thank you, everybody. Bye. And actually, before going, remember Guillaume has to send some questions about your favorite feature of BeezUP. So I'll leave you with that. Questions. I publish a survey in the polls tab. Okay, so you will find the survey in the polls tab. You have chat, questions, and then polls. Let's check what is it about. What's new? What version would you like to see soon in BeezUP? Yep, let us know, please. Will it be possible to open 2 or more stores? What do you mean by open 2 or more stores? Ah, yeah. I know that for us as admins, we will be able to do it, but actually I don't know. I'm pretty sure that yes. But Guillaume, can you please confirm in your side if it's possible for one merchant to open different stores from different countries, for example, in the same browser, just by using different tabs? Yes, you can open 2 stores on one browser. You'll have to click. Yes, you can open 2 stores on one browser. You will have to click on your store and select open in a new tab. Okay, so yes, you will be able, at least with 2 more stores. I guess not possible yet, but at least 2 you will be able to do it. Have different stores. Okay, I understand that. So Alexander, let me check that with the product team. Okay, and I'll come back to you, and actually to all of you. I think Alexander is already using GO2, maybe. I know that some customers are already using GO2. Okay, I see. Then that will be interesting once you will be migrated, or at least 2 of your stores will be migrated, to see if it works with our stores. In the meantime, I have to tell you something. Please do not try to go on GO2 with the stores that not belong to GO2. It's just to avoid messing with the information. Normally, everything is under control, but just they told me if you can just prevent the customers to go in GO2 when their store is still in Go1, it's better. So anyway, I'll come back to you, okay? After I talk with the product team, so I can know better if it's just for 2 stores, maybe 3 stores, maybe 4, if there is a limit, just to dig more into the question. Okay, perfect. Any more questions? Okay, and then I think there are no more questions. Thank you very much, everybody, and see you soon. See you around. Bye.